Tonight we're getting answers after learning Portland's Fire Bureau was storing equipment they need in a disaster in a building that would likely fall apart in a major earthquake. Joel Iwanaga went to the Bureau to find out why they did it and the changes that have been made. Joel?
Good evening, Jeff. Up until several weeks ago, the Portland Fire Bureau was storing 2 mass casualty incident trailers right here in the 100-year-old Gideon building where, as you mentioned, unfortunately, had there been an earthquake, if that big one had struck, the Portland Fire Bureau would be without their very important equipment.
We certainly know with the recent studies that this is an impending problem for our region.
Inside this mass casualty incident trailer is valuable equipment that would save lives. It is now stored in the Portland Fire Bureau's training center in Northeast Portland. But for the past several years, this and another trailer with emergency tents and other trauma supplies was stored in the Gideon building. It's more than a century old and fails to meet city building codes. City Commissioner Dan Saltzman raised the red flag during a tour of the building, and the trailers were moved out. But there is still some smaller disaster supplies left inside.
When we have the money available, the next priority will be to find a better location for that equipment.
Lieutenant Rich Chapman tells me with the limited city budget, money was spent to seismically upgrade fire stations first for safety reasons. He says there are a few seismically safe storage facilities within the city.
With that list of equipment, we have to decide then, which ones take the highest priority.
Lieutenant Chapman also tells me much of the mass casualty equipment stored in these trailers is also stored on fire engines in case of a natural disaster.
It's certainly one of those we don't hope happens in our careers, but if it does, we want to be prepared for it.
Back live now again with limited funds. The money is being used to upgrade buildings where most lives are at stake, obviously, at the fire stations. But with limited storage space, the Bureau is still forced to use the Gideon building. Reporting live here in Southeast Portland, I'm Joel Iwanaga, KOIN 6 News. Jeff, we'll send it back to you.